you know, I basically trying to claim that the grand jury made a decision along with his office that those police.
Song just ended. Perfect time. All right.
Are we back?
We back. We good. Remember, we back.
I think the fans was trying to tap in because he was about to get into some real ish, and I think that's
the fans were trying to stop me.
Yeah, they were like, no more. But I was basically saying, and I'm glad that we were able to continue to do this because I want to make sure people understand clearly what has happened.
Exactly.
And so the grand juror came forward and filed a motion to not just have the transcripts released, but to also have the gag order released off of the grand jury in general, all of the members of the grand jury, so that they can speak about what was actually presented to them and what happened in the proceeding. The reason why this is important is because the transcripts will only give you what was recorded, what was actually, what they actually have at their disposal at this. It does not cover every conversation that took place, and so one could still distort what is being said in a particular moment and not have to share the subsequent conversations that happened off tape. And so the only way to know the full context of a story or of the situation would be to give the jurors an opportunity to speak for themselves, to talk about what they heard, what took place, and how they feel about the proceedings. They want to do, or not they, but this particular grand juror wants to do that because Daniel Cameron pretty much tried to lay at the feet of the grand jury their responsibility to say that there should be no charges filed for Breonna Taylor. And I think that, if I had to guess, I'm not speaking officially on behalf of anybody, the grand juror. I don't know the lawyer. I'm not speaking officially on behalf of Breonna Taylor's family. And again, I'm not a lawyer. But if I had to guess, when he made that statement by saying that, I basically trying to claim that the grand jury made a decision along with his office that those police officers were justified in killing Breonna Taylor. I think that struck a chord in the juror, one or many of them, to say, no, you won't place this at our feet. You gotta be a man, which is what I've been saying, which is why I called him a coward in the first place, because you need to be a man and come forward and say, I am the one who made the decision to go against or not to present all of the charges to this grand jury so that the people could decide the fate of those officers. And what happens when you make that type of decision? Now, there's no such thing as re-election, because the people are going to, people that don't even vote are like, where do I need to sign to vote against Daniel Cameron?
Is he up for re-election in 2024?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Re-election. Exactly. I don't think it's 2024. It's before that. I think it's like 2 more years. It's crazy.
Okay, y'all.
I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. People need to check that out. But people are like, we're definitely going to vote against him. And then if he's planning on going into the administration, God forbid this particular administration wins, that's also another issue where people like him trying to become a Supreme Court nominee, that's not possible. We're going to fight against it tooth and nail because you are incompetent at best. And as I said, and I will continue to say, a sellout to our communities in the worst case scenario, in which we see that he's got both things going on at once. And so, we're again in a space where people got to take this stuff really seriously. Like, this is not a joke. It's not a game. You could be. We allowed them to think that they could just bust into your house without announcing themselves properly. Also go and sort of trick or try to trick a society into believing something happened in a jury hearing that did not in fact happen. All of those things working together, there's too much corruption, and we are way too far along in society to allow these things to continue to happen without us saying enough's been enough. And now we're going to use all of our influence, all of our resources to actually stop what we see and this oppression that has been keeping our people down for way too long. So again, I just hope that people are listening. Listen, take it seriously. Understand that the time that we're in, showing up to vote, showing up to protest, also just taking our own personal lives seriously. This is a moment that we in history where we can actually make a change, and what's going to be the difference is how committed we sacrifices that are necessary to push more towards justice. So much love to y'all. Thank you so much for having me on. And I'm sorry about all my connections.
No, all good. What you needed to say, you said it, and we appreciate you. We all needed to hear that.
You let us know what's going on, what to expect. Thank you so much for fighting for us.
Thank you so much, Tamika. Thank you so much.